and welcome to Wildfox Builds, and today I'm going to be building the Lego Botanical set, the Sunflowers, or set 40524. This set has 2 sunflowers in it. It's my first one that I've ever built, the Botanical set. I'm pretty excited. I think they look really cool. I think sunflowers are a really, really pretty flower. And yeah, let's get building. So yeah, let's go. So these are all of the pieces before sorting, and I thought I would do something different this time because so many of the pieces are the same. So instead I time-lapsed it. So here's me putting all of the pieces in, all of them. So we're starting with a lot of paddles because that's a main chunk of the build. Then you got some hooks, and then a lot of orange minifigure hands. Actually, this exact same amount of, the exact same amount of orange minifigure hands and oar paddles because they all go together. So yeah, these are all of the pieces in this set. And yeah, this is the amount of pieces. It's a lot of repetitive pieces. And yeah, okay. So to start with, we have to get building. So we've got these kind of steering wheel like things, and then we've got a bunch of hands, and then a bunch of paddles, and we have to stick them all together and onto this. Okay, so we actually have exactly 48 paddles and hands because there's 24 for each flower. So this is a lot of paddles and hands. It's just slowly getting faster because there is a lot. This took me super long and this isn't even like rotating them to make sure they fit right or look good. But yeah, look at all those paddles with hands on them. And then comes the part where I actually had to stick them all onto the steering wheels and make sure they all face the same way and were positioned the same. The set is very, very customizable. I suppose it's very natural because like no flower is going to be perfect, but I wish the flowers could be perfect. So yeah, this is a lot faster than it actually was. And there we go. We have both the flowers. Okay, so now we have all of the sunflower. We have effectively the sunflower head ready. And now we just have to make the very center of the sunflower head, that little black circle in the middle of the sunflowers. But first of all, we got to add in the inner layer. Sorry, I was wrong. First of all, we had to add in the inner layer of kind of smaller sunflower leaves. So this is just made with some orange little foliage leaves and just stuck around one of these. Again, this was quite tedious because after this bit, then there's an extra layer that you have to add on, which adds like another layer of customizability. And see, here we go. Here's the second layer now. You've got the same orange leaves, but on a yellow base, I suppose. And again, we have to make up 8 of those because these go on top of those little orange ones. And there we go, just making them up. This is also quite time-consuming. It's a quite time-consuming and fiddly set. I don't know why I was surprised, but I was kind of surprised. I don't know why. Anyway, so just making them up. But I believe that this set is worth it in the end because it's really pretty. It actually really looks like sunflowers. But yeah. So just making the final couple, and then we actually have to go stick them onto the little steering wheel barbecue things. And look at that, it's like the inner leaf of the flower because in towards flower center, leaf get darker and smaller. And there we go, we just got to stick both of these in and then we're done, and that looks really cool. Okay, so the inner layer of leaves is in. Now we do actually have to build the center bit of the sunflower. It gets in here. So first of all, we have to connect it in here. And then, oops, it's fallen off. It's kind of fragile. It's really weirdly fragile. And then we have to add in the little center. So just building up a little bit with these green pieces. And then the final big brown center. And then I built this one wrong. I stuck the green pieces around the wrong way, but then this goes in and then we get the green pieces on top. And then once we've got the brown on the very top, then we get ready with the stems of the sunflowers. So both of these have different size stems. So one of them has a longer stem than the other, one has more leaves, just to add more variation to make it look a lot more natural, because of course in nature, like, no two plants are exactly the same or whatever. So building out the sticks, we got a long Technic rod, and then we can just slide on more of these little green outside bits. So those are the little hooks where the foliage will go on, and here's a second hook for this one, because this one is the one that has 4 foliage, four leafy bits, and the other one only has 2 leafy bits. And yeah, so just building up the stems. And so they're just made mostly out of the same materials, repeated just to make them longer and at different lengths for each of them. And yeah, so those are our 2 stems. Just got to attach this one on. And let's see. So there we go. We just got to attach on the foliage. They're kind of going up differently to how I expected them. I kind of expected the leaves to be pointing downwards instead of upwards, but I think like both of them still look pretty cool. Both ways up of the leaves facing look pretty cool. I'm not like an expert on plants. I don't know which way is more accurate, but yeah. So I'm just going to add those on, and then we get both of our sunflowers. And I have this bottle here, which is a drink bottle, but I figure it would also look really good as a vase for our sunflowers. So I just put both of the sunflowers in, they both fit. And yeah, so this is the whole set, these 2 sunflowers. I think it's a really cool display set. Emphasis on the display. It's very finicky, very fragile. I got frustrated because like all the petals weren't cooperating. But other than that, I think it looks really, really cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!